Welcome to this podcast. The topic is, what is a soul contract? This topic covers contracts that we make before birth, dealing with choices, people in our lives, free will, predestined events, and agreements, which all takes place for our personal soul's growth and evolution of our soul. Before you were born, the soul is totally aware of all of its past lives. And as a past life therapist, I can certainly verify that that's true in some of the amazing sessions that I've conducted and experiences with my clients. Your soul's also aware of destined patterns for what every lifetime it is about to enter. Naturally, you'll meet your mother and father at the birth event, and the major critical souls involved usually are your family. And it's difficult to figure this in human terms, but imagine someone sitting down at a computer and fixing their parents and fixing their brothers and sisters and friends and all the people they will be working for. Every day of life is a cycle day in what we call the soul's Akashic patterns. When you meet up with people and you know that you're supposed to meet them, this is because, as some people refer to it as deja vu, you've had a past life connection with this individual or individuals. For example, you're at a party, there's 150 people there, and you might be destined to meet one or two. It's hard to imagine how powerful the human soul really is. However, the human brain has 200,000 times the power of the greatest computer ever built. Imagine that. And we are talking far beyond Cray or IBM here, understanding this God consciousness and the potential soul growth, evolution, and overall awareness is phenomenal. Also recognizing that we do have tremendous consciousness before birth and are allowed to qualify into this dimension. But before your birth, you must go through a great qualification. Now, another question I get in emails that come to me are, what about all the babies who will be or are aborted? In case you don't know, they are entering this dimension knowing they will experience karma in the form of abortion. So that vehicle for birth definitely will not be stable. It could also be that a karma for the parents. On the other hand, other entities or beings would come into this life knowing not only that they will be welcomed, but they would be nurtured. Sometimes they would be attacked or be born into hostile childhoods or even traumatic, to kind of shock them into awareness, consciousness. I personally tend to believe that whatever you run into in your lifetime, you have to believe, if you believe in New Age metaphysical thought, that you have created it all and you have prepared it in all the many ways, and you have made contracts with many beings. Free will is also introduced here, because we know that free will gives us the choice and does play a big role in your mind as far as life is concerned. But from an astrological standpoint, we vibrate to the vehicle that we have earned, depending on the karma as well as the positive and negative actions and reactions we have set forth in past lives. This is an automatic process. And it's like running down the drain, like water running down the drain. It's an automatic magnetic flow. And when you throw a rock, if you've ever noticed, into the ocean and the ripples just balance right out, you just adhere to that certain birth point that you are most qualified to embrace. And you'll make thousands of major contracts with other beings to meet with them at a predestined time. Life is really fascinating in the way it works. And when people come into your life, I believe that much of this is predestined, set up, and prearranged before life. Because consciousness, one of my favorite subjects, consciousness before life is so powerful that it sets up certain situations. It's like creating a major play or a soap opera that will take place in your life, that you will be granted certain choices, so perhaps you could reach your highest possible evolution in karmic growth. And if you look at the soul contract philosophy, you may just think to yourself, wow, I meant to get married to her. Now I'm at a crossroads and I have to make a choice. You might also notice that all of these contracts with all these other people are things you need not dwell on, because it's better to process and let it go and see it as another peg in the ladder of life, not holding on to things of the past and the choices that you've made. And then just prepare yourself for the next experience or contract. Hence the words free will. Sometimes people just wait around for things to happen, and people seem to pop in and happen at the right time. Often, I know that I wish at times I had the consciousness that I had before birth, so I could see it all before it happens. But no, that's not the way it works. The higher mind of each of us hypnotizes us and removes this pre-consciousness every morning when we wake up. And at birth, we have lost most of it. We're not granted these easy hints. We have to do with intuition, emotion, experiences, and try to make decisions and wade through the karmic whirlpool we were born into. This is Laura Ellis, CPLT, www.transitionsliaison.com. If you have any further interest or questions, please contact me through my website. I am a past life therapist certified from a respected school here in the USA, trained in hypnosis and operating as a transformational life coach. Thanks for listening. Hope it was helpful. And remember, always, knowledge is power.